You ready? Yeah? Okay. What's up, fellas? Hope you're enjoying your winter time. I, myself, am here in Chicago. Just been doing a little research and so forth. I was with one of my business partners actually yesterday and the day before, and something that's been coming up quite a bit recently via phone calls and emails is this Julian of RSD scenario that's going on. Basically, it's a topic that is really, honestly, dangerous to talk about. I mean, anytime you want to talk about religion or politics, it's, generally you don't want to talk about it. So it's a very hot topic, especially with different feminist groups out there and so forth. I've only seen one video of Julian, and that was the one that made the big headlines and so forth, as far as him choking females and so forth. From my take, personally, from my take and what I was able to observe, I didn't honestly see him doing anything really breaking the law. I didn't really, but of course I'm not in the legal profession. I saw him kind of doing things that people do when they're on the playground, like little kids will do to each other. Of course, yes, he's demonstrating some immaturity. I just know from my own personal experience in the past, going back 7-10 years ago, I know that if I'm doing something wrong, a female will definitely let me know that that's not acceptable. I've been personally kicked, punched, slapped. Girls have thrown drinks in my face. They stomped on the top of my foot with their heel and twisted it. And so I realized, okay, that's not a good thing. In Julian's video, it's obvious that if those girls wanted to say, no, leave me alone or whatever, they can do that. And I myself personally have experienced, I didn't obviously maybe physically do something like he was doing, but I still did something that they didn't find acceptable, and they verbalized it. They said, that's not acceptable, or get away from me, because obviously it was 7 years ago where I was highly uncalibrated. It's, yeah, the big thing that I guess really stimulated this video was the fact that Julian there's a petition now, and I guess 150,000 people in the UK have signed it, and they're wanting to block him out of the UK. And that's a really big deal. I mean, that's unfortunate, that's huge. Let me just check my thoughts here real quick that I was writing down earlier. Yeah, it's limiting beliefs. Yeah, so basically I have limited knowledge about what Julian's all about. I just know that what I saw on the video, he was getting aggressive. He was showing an example of an emotional spike that you can cause on a female. But yeah, as far as him going into possibly an approach and those females being interested in a long-term relationship, probably not, because when down the road people are asking how'd you guys meet, well, if they're like, well, he came up to me and started choking me, obviously that's not going to be something that is a good story or a fun story to share with the chick's relatives or her grandparents. So most likely he's just doing that for, yeah, a same day close, a same night close, to just basically have sex with this chick, and it's going to most likely be a one-time thing. It's not going to most likely be a long-term relationship. But yeah, I guess that's what I have to say about the Julian of RSD. And obviously it's socially unacceptable, but in my experience, women have no problem whatsoever telling you, hey, don't do that. Hey, that's offensive. Hey, yes, I understand people will laugh when they're nervous, but they're in a public place. They can those females can easily yell at him and cause him embarrassment. They're just not. Where I grew up, I grew up in a very conservative environment, a very conservative neighborhood. So do I agree with what he was doing? We're seeing clips of videos. We're not seeing exactly what took place in the beginning of what he said to the girls. We're not seeing what happened afterwards. We're just seeing miniature clips. So I don't know exactly if that's, the whole scenario. I mean, I personally, countless times I've been in a sexual situation with a female, and they have literally taken my hand and put it around their own throats because they want to get, when it was first happening, I was kind of surprised. I was like, what's the deal? She's taking, you know, girls would obviously say something before they took my hand. They'd say, hey, I don't want this to weird you out, or, you know, don't think badly of me, but I want you to, and then they'd take my wrist and they'd literally put my hand around their throat. So I know that chicks definitely do want that to happen as well. They do fantasize about it. But anyways, yeah, I mean, some chicks like to get choked, and that's just how it is. I mean, that's just, you know, it's part of their own personal psychology. Do I think badly of them because they want that? No, I don't. It's just it's a personal preference. So yeah, I mean, that's the other facts about the video. I didn't get to see what happened prior to the video being shot, as far as his conversation is, and then also what happened later. We just saw clips that seemed, you know, vulgar, but in reality, it just depends on, you know, what actually is taking place between him and the female. So I hope some of that made sense. If it didn't, I apologize, but it should be clear. But, you know, obviously I have so much experience and so forth. There's so much information in my head that I tend to not go through all of the details, but I hope I gave you a good opinion on my thought process. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this short video, and have a wonderful, happy holidays to everybody, and we'll see you soon.